and welcome to my kitchen and a new episode of What's for Dinner / Prepper's Pantry. Because tonight I'm going to make tortilla soup, but I'm going to use my home pressure can chicken soup as a base for the tortilla soup. I want to give you some ideas of what you can do with that chicken soup other than just open it up, heat it up in a pot, and enjoy chicken soup, which is perfect, but I think we can do a lot more things with it. I think we can make tortilla soup with it. I think we can make chicken and dumplings with it. I think we can make cream of chicken soup or even chicken a la king with it. I think there are a lot of possibilities with this product that when you put it in your storage, you don't just look at it and go, that's a lot of chicken soup, because you can do a lot of different things with this besides just, like I said, open up the jar and enjoy a bowl of chicken soup. But tonight we're going to make tortilla soup with it, and this is how I'm going to do it. If I think about how I make my tortilla soup normally, I usually start with, I boil the chicken, I make the base, and then I start from scratch with some onion and put some onion and some oil in a pot, and I saute that with some garlic, and then I add some tomatoes and chipotle peppers, etc. So I'm going to grab my garlic because I forgot about it. Okay, so what we're going to do is I have I have one like little piece of a chipotle. And this is from a can of chipotle peppers, and the chipotle pepper is nothing more than a smoked jalapeno, and it is packed in adobo sauce. It's very flavorful and delicious. And if you don't want a lot of heat, then take the time to remove the seeds. I'm kind of immune to most of this heat. This is very mild. It's not gonna bother you really a lot, unless you're super sensitive to heat. Then I probably would even suggest you leave the chipotle out, but it's so good. Okay, so I have about 4 cloves of garlic, equivalent of there, and I've got a tablespoon each of dry oregano and ground cumin. And I wanted to show you, when I open up a can of chipotle, you're not ever going to use the whole thing all at one time because it's really a very, you use it sparingly as a seasoning. So I just put it in this little plastic container and I keep it in a skinny drawer in my fridge. These do not go bad, okay? So don't worry about it. Okay, I have 2 14-ounce cans of diced tomatoes, and that's about 3 cups of diced tomato. So if you use whole canned tomatoes, then you're going to want to use 2 pints or a quart. This is going to help stretch it so that you're going to be able to feed a lot more people. I plan on having leftovers of this so I can take it for lunch. And then, of course, I have my jar of chicken soup, which I will open. Nice seal. And look how pretty it is. There's hardly any fat floating on the top there. Pardon me. I have about a tablespoon of oil inside my pot. And we're going to go, because Rick is tethered because the camera's almost out of juice, and we're going to move over to the stove so you can see what I'm going to do next. Okay. We've come up, heated up our pot here, our oil. I'm just going to go ahead and stick this chipotle in there just to give it a little saute. I'm also going to put the oil in. The garlic. Hello. Smell that. Oh, I wish you could. It's amazing. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and toast our spices. There's our cumin and our oregano. Give that a good stir. And you're going to see exactly how fast you're going to turn home canned chicken soup, every good mother's cure for the common cold, or any other sickness for that matter, into a delicious tortilla soup. We just want to give this a little toast.
Everybody smells tortillas.
It's the cumin. That makes everything just taste Southwestern, Mexican. Okay. Now, in with our tomatoes. Give this a good stir. I'm splashing everything everywhere. Okay. Then the only other thing to add is our chicken soup. And since we've added the tomatoes, I'm not going to add any water. If I were going to heat this up for myself just to have chicken soup for dinner, I would probably add a half a jar to a full jar of water, because this broth came out really rich and delicious and flavorful, and adding an extra jar of water is not going to hurt it one little bit. The other thing I love about this is it's going to be enough for me to feed my family of 4 a really hearty meal, plus have some left over for Rick and I, or to have for lunch tomorrow, or for the girls to have for breakfast before school. We do that kind of stuff in our house. I know it may sound weird to you, but leftovers are good breakfast food. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring this up and we're going to let it simmer for like 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to fix you a bowl of tortilla soup with all of the fixins. Okay, our soup is ready. I'm just getting the bowl ready. I like to put some tortilla chips in the bottom because they're going to like thicken up this soup. They're going to absorb and then they're going to thicken up. You can get an organic corn chip if you like. I just grabbed a bag of my favorite brand. And we're going to ladle over. Okay, then we're going to bring it over here. And then we're going to finish it off. You grab a paper towel. Okay. Now what I have here as go-alongs, everybody can choose what they like. I have some queso fresco. You can use shredded Monterey Jack, cheddar, it doesn't matter. I also have some green onion, cilantro, some ripe avocado that I have chopped, and I squeezed some lime over and some lime wedges because I like to put lime in my soup. This one's going to be for Rick, so what would you like?
Cheese.
I know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lime and avocado.
Oh, do you want some sour cream?
Oh yes, please.
Want me to squeeze it over?
Mm-hmm.
I just think that tortilla soup isn't tortilla soup unless you put a little bit of lime juice in there. You can put the lime juice right inside. It doesn't matter. Open up the sour cream.
A dollop of
Let
daisy.
me grab a spoon and I'll give you a dollop of daisy. There you go. Tortilla soup made with home canned chicken soup. Beautiful, isn't it? Get a good shot of that.
I did.
Okay.
Thank you very much. What are you doing to me?
I'm sorry. I'm confusing you. It's a Tuesday, but it feels like a Monday because yesterday was a holiday, and I hate Monday holidays. Is it just me? Maybe so. I don't know. Well, that's tortilla soup made from home canned chicken soup as a base. And that was quick, it was easy, it's going to feed your family a nice hearty meal, and maybe you can have some leftovers for lunch tomorrow. Now, if you think about that in an SHTF situation or in a very dire situation, perhaps you've lost your job, perhaps something happened and you broke your leg and you were out of work for 6 weeks, what would you do? Knowing that you had 14 quarts of chicken soup on the shelf, or more, depending on how much you can, would really help you rest at ease a little bit more, knowing that you wouldn't have to worry about how you were going to feed your family. So, that's an option for my chicken soup. I hope you try it. I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.